Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Critics Collective. And today we're going to talk about Alien Earth. The first two episodes recently came out on Hulu or FX, would say so. Well, Hulu while it lasts. And this series is directed by Noah Hawley, who directed shows like Fargo, Legion, and he was a writer. Well, he was a writer in these shows. And so Alien Earth. I'm a big fan of the Aliens series when it comes to movies and everything else. And I was excited to see this one because I was wondering what's going to happen as far as the Alien franchise go. And the way they introduced this, I was very happy. And they introduced all the characters, even the spaceship. And it kind of, if you watch the original Alien, you get a hint of the flashback from the old series, how they dress, how they interact with each other. You get that on the first episode. And but before I continue, let's go ahead and just read a quick synopsis of this film because usually IMDb don't have it right from my opinion. When a mysterious space vessel crash lands on Earth, a young woman and a ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a fateful discovery that puts them face to face with the planet's greatest threat. So, uh, mm, as far as ragtag soldier, I wouldn't say that's not what it is, but it's not really a mysterious space vessel. Again, it's a vessel belonging to Weyland-Yutani, who you guys know from the Aliens franchise is like the big bad corporation. But in this series, they introduce you. They not only did they say like Weyland owns like half of like the planet, but also owns Jupiter and other planets. So this corporation is big, and there's five other corporations that basically own the whole uh, portion of the planet. And there's this new corporation called Prodigy, also who's in this picture. And the spaceship, which is owned by Wellington, not only does it have the xenomorphs, but it also has other creatures from other planets. It's like this one creature, like it bores into your eyeball and it takes the form of your eyeball while it's like eating, I guess, eating inside your brain. Then you have like these like leech type of, or I would say not leech. Would it be leech? No, it would be kind of like a what's the word? Well, I'm gonna say leech. Uh, and they literally suck you dry, and they like get this big, this alien, and like it's weird. They get all these creatures, just like these other flying bugs that they haven't done much with. It's like these hanging plant that comes out, and first episode it just goes right into it. People are dying, but they do introduce you to all these different type of cyborgs and android hybrid uh, life form. So I'm very interested based on the timeline how like it's like things we haven't seen as far as like Alien goes, because Alien Earth, I found this online. It's a quick timeline of where Alien Earth falls in as far as when it comes to the Alien franchise timeline. So you have Alien Earth, which is 2092, Prometheus 2093, and you have Alien Covenant 2104, and you have Alien 2122, Alien 2142, Alien 2179, and Alien 3, and of course Alien Resurrection. So Alien Earth kind of falls way before all these incidents happen. So it appears that William had possession of the aliens before like all this event happened, and before made contact with the xenomorph, before Prometheus, before Alien Covenant. So which is, I want to know how it happened and what happened. They ended up in on Earth, and how they never knew about these creatures. So there's a lot of questions to be answered as far as the Alien franchise goes. Because if they had made contact with the xenomorph way before that, then there's a lot of question again that needs to be answered as far as the Alien franchise go. But Go to episode two, it just kicks off as far as the action, the gore, the xenomorph killing people. So uh one of the main character, who's played by Sydney Chandler, who's Wendy. Like, she's a young. At first, she's introduced to you as a young girl who basically is terminally ill and is about to die, and like they transfer consciousness to this older body who's a android, and her brother, Alex, who's played by Alex Lawther, uh, Hermit, who is some rescuer, and she when she finds out that he's going in a spaceship that crashed, he goes on the run to save her. And there's other kids just like Wendy who mind were transferred to these new android bodies, but they still act like kids. You see that when they see the aliens, how they interact between them. Then you have this one, like I said in the beginning, they introduce you to these new, like these android. One is Morrow, who's played by Babu. Kasei Morrow, he I know he's like a hybrid human. He's basically an enforcer, a hybrid human enforcer, and the technology they're using again, which is what I'm wondering, why weren't we introduced to these before? And you had an alien Romulus. I don't know. I forgot where alien Romulus falls in as far as the. Let me see again where alien Romulus. Yeah, 2141. So I would. One thing I'm wondering where, like, there's a lot of technology that I'm seeing now that they haven't introduced in the later Alien franchise. So I'm very interested to see how far they go with this franchise, especially knowing for the fact this Alien series is going to lead to a somewhat of an AVP type of situation. So definitely enjoying the first two episodes so far. Can't wait to see what happened in episode three. But guys, if you've seen Alien, if you're an Alien fan, Alien franchise fan, let us know what you feel. Let us know. Leave a comment down below. Did you enjoy them? Did you not like it? Do you have any question? Do you have any theories as far as what's going to happen in the future as far as the Alien franchise go? Or is the Earth still? How do they get rid of those aliens? Because you know how they pop. There's eggs in that spaceship. So how they gonna get rid of them? So because these things reproduce so quick too. So I'm very interested to see what happened. But guys, let us know. Leave a comment down below, and of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And y'all have a good day. We'll see you soon.